Om, Namaskar to all of you. Hey Janardana. Joyous Dhanteras, joyous Naraka Chaturdasi, joyous Deepavali. Somehow I love to call it Deepavali instead of Diwali. It's a festival of lights. Deepavali. Somehow Diwali means somebody Diwala ho gaya Diwali. Festival of lights. You move from ignorance to wisdom. Today morning I had one forward, nice. It was very beautiful. Somehow I liked it. I would just like to share with you. Let me read it out for you. It's a very small thing. I have to now find out where it is, so kindly bear with me. Yeah. It says, best relationship is where yesterday's fight does not stop today's communication. Good one. I liked it. Fights keep happening throughout life. For everybody. Please remember, today fights are there even among saints. Okay. So we do not know, this is Kali Yuga. Even among two very learned people, there is fight. Both of them argue from their viewpoints. Somebody says today, Brahmanism is Hinduism. Somebody says Brahmins have got no relevance today in the society, on account of which the glory of the Hindus is going down. It's all different opinions, views. Somebody talks high about one particular master. Since they belong to that parampara, they have been following it. They talk high about it. There is nothing wrong in talking high about your masters. There is nothing wrong. But decrying other schools is not a wise move. Because every school has got the primary aspect of making the soul to reach Bhagavan. That's all. Every school goes through this. Some may call it heaven, some may call it something else. But ultimately all are traveling towards Bhagavan, Narayan. Different religions speak about the very same thing, probably to the knowledge, to the extent of knowledge what they have. We should not decry those things. A man who is with wisdom knows very well that every school came for a purpose, and every school, every master in that school has just propagated that purpose, and that purpose is not anything negative or bad. The purpose is to make people happy. The purpose is to make people live joyously and then reach Bhagavan. Dharma. Go through the aspects of Dharma. Dharma, once again, it is viewed in different ways. Automatically arguments happen. Arguments. This is right, that is right, that is right, this is wrong. But it should not stop further communication. Fights may be there in any relationship. Fights are very normal in any relationship. Anything, even between husband and wife. even between partners, even between lovers, even between parents and their own kids, even among siblings, neighbors, strangers. Fights do happen. But it should not stop further communication. Next day, the communication must start where they can meet a common ground and they can agree. Commonly they can agree or commonly they can disagree, whatever it is. Please remember, from the good comes the bad, from the bad comes the good. From the good comes the evil. That is Naraka Chaturdasi today. Narakasura Vadam. Narakasura was none other than the son of Lord Varaha and Bhumi Mata. Okay. Bhudevi. Bhudevi requested the Lord that he must be very famous and he must live a long life. Lord granted that, as a result of which he lived a long life. And he was very pious initially. Over a period of time he gained powers. Powers should make a person more balanced. As you gain power, if imbalance is going to settle, then it's going to be a big problem. People who are more powerful are expected to use that power for the benefit of this world, though they cannot think about cosmos. They should at least execute things more for the welfare of this world. Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. Everybody is a part of the family of Vasudeva. So as you gain power, you are supposed to be more balanced. If you are not balanced, then Narakasura happens. He was very good as he gained powers on account of his penance. He didn't gain power just like that. It's not easy. Please remember, even Rakshasas, Asuras worked for that power. Though initially they were powerful, most of the Rakshasas did penance to the same form of Lord. And Lord gave them the boon. But after taking the boon, instead of serving the people, they started torturing the people with their own principles, with their own scales of morality. Because they started feeling that they are the most powerful. Narakasura became a megalomaniac. He started thinking that he is Bhagavan himself. Please remember, he is son of Varaha, Lord Vishnu Avatara. So, from the good and evil has come. From the evil then good can come. Prahlada. You see. Hiranyakashipu. Hiranyakashipu is a pure evil. From him came out Prahlada. So don't think that good is going to yield only good. Good can yield even evil. Evil can yield even good. That is the system. It's very dichotomous. One side you say that darkness has to be dispelled, darkness is ignorance, so light is the answer for it. When there is light all round, you don't really realize that you are living in a field of total wisdom and knowledge, pure knowledge, not the intellectual part, intelligence part, not the artificial one, the natural one. So, they are blessed. Such people are very blessed when they realize that it is all round. It is all round wisdom. It is all light. And there is no darkness to fear. Generally humans fear dark. Generally. When they go out in the dark, they are scared, they can't see properly, so many things are there. But during the daytime, see the audacity of humans. They don't realize that they are now with light, they are now with wisdom, they are now with pure knowledge. They fail to recognize. Knowledge may be there, but realization is not there. Everybody talks. I know some people talk very big things. Very big things. That so-and-so has said like this, in our sampradaya, so-and-so has said like this, in our sampradaya, our sampradaya, our sampradaya, our sampradaya. But what is it you are doing really to help using your sampradaya to the humanity? What is it you can do? Do you at least pray using those prayers? Suppose my master has written very beautifully something. Am I using that to pray for the welfare of one and all? They talk about Hinduism, they talk about Brahmanism, they talk about their sampradaya, but what are you doing? Are you able to contribute something to the world to which you have been blessed to be born? There are worlds where birth is not desirable. But Bhagavan has brought you to a place where birth is desirable and is valuable, and there is a possibility of a spiritual connection with the cosmos. Using that, have you been in a position to contribute to the world at large? This is a question which everybody has to ponder. Before talking on Sampradaya, yes, he has said like this, he has said like this, Sanskrit meaning, this, that, so many things. Of course. They are all very Sanskrit literates, laureates, scholars. But are you able to use that and inform people that it is like this? If you follow like this, it will be useful to you. Because our masters, our Sampradaya Gurus have said like this. So we have total faith in this. Please follow this. Are you coming out and doing it or not? Sitting and talking theoretically at home is very easy. But to practice what your masters have said in Sampradaya is very difficult. Because that practice generally in all cults, in all aspects, different aspects of religion, all masters have only said that is which is valuable and which can be followed and which will give some meaning and purpose to the life which you are living. But are we following all that? We keep fighting. Sometimes fights take place. Nowadays fights take place in the social medias. Fights take place in WhatsApp, fights take place in Facebook. Though I don't have much time to go through all that, I do see here and there certain things happening. At that time I feel very sad. Alas, such knowledgeable people who have got so much of knowledge, are not able to practically implement and be of source and help to humanity at large. They are just making blank statements because they have read something. They want to just project that part of it, what they have read. Because somebody comes and asks me, suppose I am asking somebody, let it be like that. It is better. I ask someone, have you gone to Kailash, Manasarovar? Have you gone to Damodar Kund? Have you gone to Saptadwar? Have you gone to Kamakya? I ask some questions. And you say, I have not gone. Then I say, then I have gone. Most of the time it is like this. So when are we going to? Suppose you are a Hindu. You are following the Sanatana Dharma. In Hinduism there are different schools of thoughts. Unless you guys unite, there is not going to be any future for the Hindus. You have to first drop all your caste, creed, feelings. Today this is not applicable. Those days, everybody followed rules. And those rules were voluntarily accepted as a matter of discipline. If the female was asked to be at home and take care of the family and serve the family with whatever money the husband gives, she used to do it very dedicatedly. She never aspired. And the male also conducted in such a way that he was supportive to the female, not only economically, also emotionally. He was not just an economic partner, he was also an emotional partner. Okay. It was voluntarily accepted. After some time, what happened? You know human nature. Domination started. When domination started, naturally the female started rebelling. That is what happened even in caste, creed, everything. Initially the setup was like that, and that worked very well because of the discipline and voluntary acceptance of it. But later what happened? As things started diluting, as things started changing, as people started becoming more selfish, more with power, as I told you, they were not balanced. That power gave them an imbalance, on account of which they started ill-treating the females at home. How long you can ill-treat? How long you can ill-treat? A day will come and they will rise. They rose from the ashes like a phoenix. They rose. Okay. Now, females are equally vying. Today, the male has to cooperate with the female at home. The female has to cooperate with the male at home. Even office. The female is equally going to office. She is equally qualified. She is in better position. She earns a lot of money. Now she demands. It should be like this. For that the male was responsible. Leave alone all this. Unless you are all united as Hindus, there is no future for the world. Please remember, because the very preamble on which the Hindus live is acceptance and tolerance. Where they cannot accept, at least they will tolerate. By default, acceptance is good. Acceptance is the closest proximity to nature. If you cannot accept, at least you must be able to tolerate. As a result of which, in fact, other religions also grew. The other religions came into picture because of the Hindus having an attitude of acceptance and tolerance. They didn't want to compel anybody. When that was the case, how is it that today you people are not able to tolerate your own other caste, other creed? Where do you get those feelings? Why you cannot be united so that the world can unite? Because Hindu is a way of life. Mother and father are living gods. Preceptor, Acharya, master is a living god. An Atithi, a guest, is a living god. Every aspect of nature, Surya, Chandra, stars, cosmos, everything is an aspect of God. Bhagavan, every aspect was, the more the respect they started giving to the nature, to that extent. The Hindus, they are more one with the nature. They were one with the nature. They never went against the nature. Such wonderful Hindus. Such wonderful Hindus. Bharata Desham is filled. But today you see, they have become greedy. Greed was never a part of our syllabus at all. Of course, desire is a part. Without desire you can't live. Even desire to achieve certain things spiritually is a desire. There is nothing like a material desire or a spiritual desire. Spiritual desire is better than material. Nothing. Desire is a desire. But if you are conscious, you will know when you are crossing the desire and it is becoming greed. When you start championing exclusively that this is best, our school of thought is best, our school of thought is best, our school of thought is best, all the other schools are waste, then desire has become greed. Desire allows others to also grow. Greed kills everyone. It will not tolerate. As Gautam Buddha said, one beautiful, he said, before throwing some kanach at the other person, be careful, because you are now going to throw a burning charcoal piece. It will first burn your hand, and then it may or may not burn the other person. We all have to be united. That is very, very important. A few comments have come to my previous, some post. I saw a little bit of comments. Let me now just give my opinion on that. Okay, Niraja Guruji says, Dhanyosmi Bhagavan, we are all blessed. We can face all challenges with your Kripa alone. Not my Kripa, Bhagavan's Kripa. Everybody it's Bhagavan's will, mercy and grace. That alone will take you through across in life. Please remember this. Thank you for the comment. Peter, dear reader, Dr. Peter, my friend says, Namaskaram Guruji, timely. No fails though, please. I can understand, Peter, your situation is like that. Absolutely, there should not be any failure in your case. I do appreciate your comment, our prayers. Kamalita Rajagopalan says, and that is the reason we are so blessed to be with the Master. We are also blessed to be with you, Kamalita. It is great to be with you. Next, there is one comment from Maunika Madgula. She says, the best part is he doesn't make them feel like failure, instead walks back with them again. Whether it is a failure or success for you, Master is always there. So when Master is there, she is right. She is right. You need not worry about the failure. You don't. What is that? He is there. What else you want? He is there for you. What more you want? Yes, I appreciate this. Mainal Nemani says, Pranam Guruji, thanks for always being with us and walking alongside with us. Our journey is so smooth that we are not able to realize that it is because of our Guruji walking alongside of us. Good, Meenal. Yes, many things you may not be knowing. Don't worry, we are always there with you. Our prayers are there. Then we see one comment from Akila Prabhakaran. Namaskaram Guruji, at the lotus feet. Whether we pass or fail, fully satisfied and happy, resting at your feet. Very good. Excellent. Thank you, Akila. Nice that you are with us always. And then there is one comment from, 1 minute, because I also miss here and there. Yes, Gunturu Sai, Venkata Sai Ram Babu, he says, what Pranams Bhagavan, what seems to be most important is not the theoretical knowledge, intellect, but rediscovering the intelligence we have long forgotten. I mean, important part is going through the exam, taking the test which we may face in every walk of life with our master's thought, words, and with confidence that Bhagavan is with us during the testing phase. Maybe by just being that way, after many such journeys with our beloved Master, we will become aware, become conscious of what is needed or what is our dharma. So let's live and treasure these wonderful journeys with our Master without fear or procrastination. Bhagavan, we love you. Hari Om. Nice. Sai? Yes. It's all the theoretical knowledge most of the time. People who talk. My master used to say, people who talk will not work. Probably it is applicable to me also. Okay. There are very silent workers. They are not on YouTube, they are not on Facebook. They may not be masters who are not known to you also. But they will be doing it. Okay. So, there are so many. Yandaro Mahanubhav. There are so many valuable, very great people, good people who spread good energy, positive thoughts, positive vibes. You must be positive in life. Even if the dead body goes to the graveyard, the positivity should be to that extent that it may come back alive. At the same time, when the fire is lit and it goes off, salute the soul. Thank you for having given us a wonderful opportunity to be with you all these years. Thank you very much. We hope to be with you once again. Our prayers are to be associated with you once again. That is wisdom. Intellectual knowledge is there. So many people talk so many things. That's what we were saying. There is one more from Saujanya Ayachitula. Master alone knows whether we pass or fail, but never judge gracefully, walks with us through the journey and holds grateful for having our Master in our lives. Yes. Master alone knows, but he never reveals. He will not reveal. Why will he reveal? As long as the Master is there with you, rightly said. As long as the Master is there with you, you need not worry. You need not worry. You need not worry at all. Just walk with him. And then we have one more comment from Lavanya Marla. Thank you, Guruji, for the unconditional acceptance and forgiveness and for uplifting us when we fail. There is nothing like fail or pass. With a master, there is nothing. With a master, see, you don't come to a master expecting anything. When you come to a master, what you come? How you come? Nirmal. Okay. Your heart is so pure. You just want your relationship with him. That's all. You don't want anything else with the master. You just come with that, nothing more. You are not coming with anything else. There is nothing more. Okay. You come so innocent. Your thoughts are not there. When you see the master, you go blank. Okay. So, empty you are. You are empty. Where is the question of success or failure? Incidentally, some people will succeed. Incidentally, some people will fail. In fact, people who fail will become the guides. I see mostly in crickets. I have seen most of the time people who have failed when they were playing, they have not scored much runs. They have not bowled very well and they have taken so many wickets. Like that, nothing. They would have played some good first-class cricket where they would have taken some wickets. In Test cricket, they might not have performed well also. But they are chosen to be the coaches because they have gone through a lot of failure, not success. People who have lived with a lot of success will only keep feeding that into them and they never come out to guide anybody. Very rarely we have some people who would like to share knowledge, who would like to help others to come up in life. Very rare, very rare, very rare. Very rare. All others, what they do? Very rare. All others. So like that, person who has failed really knows the pain of it. The pain of failure is known only to a person who has failed many number of times. So he becomes a very good coach. Sometimes they become chairman of boards also. It happens. Because they are able to guide much better. They are able to do much better. They are able to train people much better. So don't think failure is a part. But one has to be decisive in life. One has to take decision, take that risk and walk. Life is always risky. Nobody can guarantee anything in life. If you are sitting for a guarantee, you will keep on sitting. That's all. Life will be wasted. That's how it goes. Okay, coming back to Naragasura, he became very wild and he started plundering the saints and he was killing saints. Here, so many things were happening. So many things were happening. Finally, it came to Lord Krishna. When was Lord Varaha Avataram? It was in Satyuga. After Satyuga, we had Treta Yugam, then we had Dwapara Yugam. In Dwapara Yugam, Krishna was there. Okay. Naragasura was executed by Lord Krishna, his own son, when he was Varaha. Mahavishnu, when he was Avataram as Varaha, Naragasura was born. Now the time has come for Bhagavan to eliminate him. Okay. So, he suddenly played a game like as though he has fallen down, he was hit. Bhagavan plays such games as though he has lost. Then Satyabhama came. She was very wild with Naragasura. Naragasura just came near Satyabhama. Satyabhama was herself Bhuma. Now she was very wild that her husband has been hit. Now when he was just for a moment, when Krishna fell down, he was himself taken aback. He was just having a look and he was looking at Satyabhama. And now Krishna woke up, used the Sudarshana Chakra. Naragasura was defeated. Naragasura requested that in his defeat it should be celebrated. The evil is dead. Evil requested, Bhagavan, please let this be a time of celebration. That is why Deepavali we have. Naragasura Chaturdasi, Naraga Chaturdasi is today. Tomorrow is Deepavali. See, here the evil requested. Evil itself requested. That shows that he had to do all that as an evil he has done. Once finally wisdom dawned on him and he said, let it be a celebration. What saints will say always, death is a celebration. The evil here said, please celebrate my death, on account of which we have Deepavali. Nobody believed. There were 3 laughing monks in China. They will go everywhere. They were pot-bellied. They were very huge. They will go and simply laugh in public places like market or some bazaar, Raitu Bazaar maybe. They will go there and they will start laughing, all the three of them. Their body will shake and their stomach and all will be very huge and it will start moving. And when they start laughing, everybody will start laughing. The three monks had an agreement. They spoke, one must be dying any day. Initially, please celebrate my death. We have to celebrate our death. All the three agreed. When one of the monks died, the other two did not mourn. They have kept him on they have kept the body on a pile of wood. They are going to lit the fire. At that time, both the monks were laughing and dancing around that body. Everybody came and said, this is not correct. This is not at all correct. This is not good. Your friend has gone. All along he was with you. He has been laughing. He has been, you, all the three were jointly, you knew only laughter. You knew only comedy. Nothing else. But when such a person has died, this is a time. This is a time to feel bad about it. The monk said, no. He is always living in our laughter. He is always living in our heart. He wanted, all the three we have an arrangement. Whoever goes first, others will celebrate. The other two will celebrate. Nobody believed them. Suddenly when they lit the fire, the monk before dying had kept some rockets, had kept some crackers and all these things like Deepavali inside the body. It was covered. Once they lighted, these started bursting and rockets started going, lot of flower pots started and everybody started laughing, and that was a moment to rejoice. Death too has to be rejoiced. Of course, for some time it hurts the person. That is where one has to be balanced. That is where Hindus are more balanced. In fact, you can see some communities in India, when they take the dead body, it will be a celebration. They will be dancing. I don't know whether you have come across. We have come across more in South India. They will be dancing and going. And they will be using a lot of trumpet and drums and this and that. They will celebrate the death. For this death, one person, one soul from their family has taken that route of reaching Bhagavan. To that extent, even death was considered as a celebration, not just life. That is a man of wisdom. A man of wisdom accepts. He accepts the reality of life. The reality of life is someday one has to go. One goes early, one goes later, but both goes. It's only a matter of time. Like that, Narakasura said, celebrate my death. So celebrate Deepavali, but celebrate responsibly. Okay. Court has said green crackers. Please purchase green crackers. Don't pollute much. Have all celebration. Because today, you have to also look at the world. You have to look at the people who are there around. We are now more thickly populated. Cities are all more crowded now. Okay, somebody may be having some asthma. Somebody may be having some problem with the lungs. Somebody may be having problem with the nose. We don't know. Somebody may be having problem somewhere else in the body. And these crackers, it may affect them too much of, too much of that smoke or whatever it is. It may be harmful. So go in for green crackers. Celebrate. I don't say you should not celebrate, but celebrate responsibly. You have to first think, what I do, will it in any way affect anybody else? If it will affect anybody else, we have to drop it. That's all. Any thought comes to you, first give. Once a thought comes, please ask yourself whether this thought is useful to me or not. First, immediately you must be alert enough. Alert enough. That alertness, whether the thought is useful to you or not. Any thought for that. If that thought is not going to be useful to you in the first place, then it is not going to be useful to anybody. Okay. First find out. Introspect. Go into yourself. Find out. Live a happy life. Thank you very much for the opportunity. Joyous Deepavali to all of you. Play crackers. Have all that. You have, what do you say? This colorful things come, but be very responsible, be guarded, because sometimes fire accidents happen. Kids, hand sometimes it's burnt out. So many things, cases are there. Please be careful. That's the one request to you. Joyous Deepavali.